I'm here. How are you?
I'm so good. First of all, I'm Joche from SÚBELA Radio here in Chile. I'm really glad to be here with you. I'm really
I'm
happy.
excited to talk to you too.
Can I give you like a crazy fact about your drop-in release date?
Yes, please.
Yeah, well, on September 18th, here we have like the wildest, loudest party like of the year here in Chile. So your album comes like in the right date here.
I love that so much. Yes. I love it. I'm fully crashing here.
I love it. I love it.
The album is all about, being free to be yourself. So hopefully that will work.
Yeah, I realized that. Well, I already just listened two of the songs and they are amazing.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Let's talk about this new era. I am obsessed with the name. Estrus, I think I'm saying it the right way.
Yeah.
Because it literally means female mammal in heat. Like,
Yes.
we all been there.
Yes, we've all been there, exactly.
Yeah, we all been there. You said this album is about like those wild contradictions. Like, we're going to rave until 6 a.m., but then I also want to have kids. Maybe it's about our age because we have similar age. But what's the most random or funny moment when you realized that you had to embrace these contradictions in your life?
That's a good question. I think it's like hard to pinpoint, but I think it's one of those things where like like me and my husband, like being on a date night, like sitting at this nice restaurant, and then like we're talking about how nice the cutlery looks, and we're like, when do we get to a point where we think like that I care about nice cutlery? Like, what happened? And then cut to later that night, we're like, somewhere downtown LA at a rave at 6 a.m. listening to these like amazing underground DJs just dancing our asses off, and we're like, this is the combination of us, like this kind of not really wanting to grow up in some aspects, but then fully being like, oh, I'm an adult. But I think for me, it's always going to be that thing of like, even if I want to take certain steps that are, that a lot of people do, I still feel like I have to do it my own way, or I feel like I've conformed, and I never want to conform to a box where, you kind of start to adapt after what other people expect of you and want from you, and like so it's like constantly reminding yourself like, no, you can go your own way. It's like a mantra in my head. That's the beauty maybe of our generation, is that we're actually breaking a lot of those norms with quite a lot of ease. I think we're actually a very non-judgmental generation, and I do love that. I feel with my group of friends, it's a very broad mix of people who are any kind of sexuality. Some are married, some are in open marriages, some are polyamorous, some are just single, some are super monogamous. It's very like a big mix, but we all hang out together, and it's such a judgment-free zone. And I really I think, and I feel like I see that quite a lot around me with people my age who kind of grew up in this sort of similar, even if they grew up in a very different environment, they have kind of adapted these like, let's just all accept each other, even if we don't agree, like we can still coexist and like have, live our lives the way we want to. And I know that's not the case for everybody, but I'm happy that that's who I have around me,
I totally get it. And about that, what do you think? Why do you think that feeling is something to talk about, to sing about?
I guess there's just like to me, it's this weird place of like, I feel like I've been told, like at this point in life, like, okay, so I'm a grown woman, and I feel like I was told like by now I'm supposed to know everything. I'm supposed to have all the answers. I'm supposed to know what to do. Every decision is very final. And I think that's just like the biggest lie, because it's not true. I still don't know. I'm changing all the time. Like, I don't know who I am. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just living my life and trying not to fuck up too much. And I think it's like I think sort of singing about that and like those kind of contradicting emotions of having like, feeling that my mind and body want different things, but then also, and still not knowing exactly what I want or where I want to like set roots. I just feel like I'm kind of still in that floating space of figuring my life out. And maybe that's where I always want to be. And I want that to not be a problem, if that makes sense. Yeah.
It makes sense. And I think a lot of people will relate to that. Like, definitely.
Yeah.
Well, I was reading about the way that you create this album. And I think that like the behind the scenes of this creation, how this record sounds, is like really like a movie. Like you going back to your childhood village in Sweden, and going with your coworker. I read that you got drunk and started like screaming your life and things. Yeah. I think that's beautiful. Like that's art, that's life itself. But now that you're independent, do you think that maybe with a major label, you would be able to do that same thing, like the same way of creation?
I don't really know. I will say this, like when I was at a major label, I feel like I was lucky because I got to, even if they didn't understand what I was doing, they weren't like stopping me from doing it. You know what I mean? And I've seen that with a lot of fellow artist friends that, you know, they make an album that they're super happy with, but the label don't like it, and so they don't put it out. Like that's never happened to me, luckily. Like, you know, when I did Ladywood and Blue Lips, my label was a bit like, well, you've gone crazy. We don't really know what to do with it. But they were still like, you do you. We just can't market it because it's too sexual, it's too dark. Like we don't know. And so that was a good thing. But I will say being independent is such a beautiful feeling because I just go like, here it is, here's the art. And like, now you help me distribute it, help me how to, you know, how should we like make this, you know, come out to the world. But there's no, I'm so in my bubble making it all. There's no like, no one can tell me like, no, don't do that. I decide what I want to spend the money on. I decide what I want to put effort and time into. I decide, you know, how cohesive the world is supposed to be. If I want to make it is a very beautiful feeling. I love being independent. Let's just say that.
I always have imagined that in a major label, you have like this full of chairs with people talking about how your music is. But now you're independent. Who are the people that you are showing your music to know a feedback?
So honestly, I only have one person I have the people that I make the music with, like the producers. We work together for so long that we kind of also know when to challenge ourselves. We know when we're like in a good spot. But I mostly listen to myself.
That's beautiful. It's really good to have someone to trust.
Yes,
so
I think that's really it's beautiful. Important to not be too guarded. Like I try to share stuff because I want to know, like, okay, if you love my music and you work with me, I want to know which song is resonating with you. I usually know very well which I want the first single to be, like what the first song should be. But then after that, I'm kind of like, all my children are equal, you know, all the kids are, all the songs are equal. So then I want input from people who are genuinely my fans and who work with me and who understand me to like give their input on like, you know what, this song is really speaking to me. And then I do a little list like, okay, 7 people said that song, 3 said that one. My gut is telling me the one that 4 people like the most for some reason. And then I just kind of go like that. Yeah.
So it's really good to know the process behind.
Yeah. It's that. And everyone's is different.
Another topic. Your lyrics always are like really hit so hard, at least in myself. But on I'm Your Girl, right? You like zoom in this crazy and specific details. Like you're obsessed. You're so obsessed that you can literally watch your partner eat like in a fancy restaurant, and it is true. It's true, like really relatable. It's true. It is true.
This sounds maybe like weird, but there's something so satisfying about watching someone you love eat. And also, like, my partner loves food. Like, food is like such a big part of his joy in life. So I feel like if there's something that, and maybe it's like a weird. I don't want to call it a fetish, but it's something really like, I don't know. I get a lot of satisfaction from watching him eat.
I get the same. The question is, you are been married in a long-term relationship. Mm-hmm. What's your view about love right now? Has been married in a long-term made you like softer and more vulnerable, or it has actually made yourself like wild and more lust?
I think there's a combination. It's like we kind of say this often, that it feels like he's like my best friend that I want to have sex with. So it's like I think we go through waves of like really wild attraction, and like where we're just like there's like more jealousy and this excitement, and and then we go into like a phase of more like vulnerable, tender, sweet love. It kind of is like a moving target always, which I love. I love that about our relationship. It's never felt stagnant. This is the longest I've ever been with anyone, obviously, and I think that the cool thing about it is that you go through waves of it feeling like a new relationship again. And I think that's really exciting, you know. But then also having someone that knows me so well is also, it's cool. I love it.
Yeah, it is. Is it easier to being vulnerable in a song?
For me, for some reason, I'm kind of a little bit of a little bit psycho with that. Like, I can write whatever I feel without any... If I'm writing from my perspective and how I feel about it, I have no, I don't even think about how the other person would feel about it, which is not very nice. But I just write what I need to get off my chest. So luckily, my partner is very good at handling. He just understands the creative process. He understands the creative drama and the sort of like how it's, not necessarily what happened, but it's my fears or my thoughts or my, how I kind of felt in the situation at that moment. And so he just understands that really well. I mean, he's a creative too. So, but I think if it can be tricky for people who aren't creatives to understand those nuances. Do you know what I mean?
Yes,
so
I know.
I don't think about I don't think about how it's going to feel for him when I write this, like, you fucking asshole, But luckily he can handle it really well.
Well, we're out of time. I had a lot of more questions, but this conversation was really good. It was really good. It was so nice chatting with you. I'm so grateful. I'm a fan, so that's really good. Wish you come here to Chile again sometime.
Yes, I would love to come back.
Have a great time in Mexico. I know you're going.
Yes.
So enjoy with the Latin American fans. We love you, and we will be waiting for you in Chile. So
yes, I'm hoping to come back.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for your time.